Yo, Knicks Nation, welcome back to Knicks Media. Today we're going to be previewing game number 2 of the Miami Heat series against the New York Knicks. And we're going to talk about how the Knicks are going to bounce back and beat the Heat in game number 2. What are the adjustments that needs to be made from head coach Tom Thibodeau and the entire New York Knicks team? Because, what was it, yesterday was the game? The Knicks collapsed in the fourth quarter. And the Miami Heat, they are a team that does that, right? The Heat are a pesky, tough, well-coached team that rips your hearts out in the fourth quarter, and they are extremely clutch. So the Knicks got to be able to bounce back on their home floor and tie up the series 1-1. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments section, in the live chat, whether you're watching it on replay or you're watching it live. Your thoughts of this series and what needs to be made adjustments-wise by Tom Thibodeau and these Knicks and how they can close it out in the fourth quarter. I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys are just tuning in for the first time, hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate you all, whether you're a Knicks fan, a Heat fan, or any other fan tuning in. My name's Richie. I cover the New York Knicks here on Knicks Media. So please consider hitting that subscribe button. We got a lot of Knicks content coming your way all throughout the rest of the postseason, of course. There's a lot of Miami Heat fans, by the way, that came across my channel. So they're talking their smack. They're coming on here and they're calling us Knicks fans delusional and saying all this stuff. And hey, I welcome that. That's part of being a YouTuber. That's part of being a fan. You got to get into banter with the opposing fan base. And I'm excited to talk about what these Knicks need to improve on, because I think the number one thing is, says it in the chat, we just need to hit our open threes. These Knicks did not shoot the ball well from three at all. They got to be able to close the door in the fourth quarter. We were phenomenal in the fourth quarter against the Cleveland Cavaliers. We were able to hold the leads and be able to just play physical basketball all throughout the playoff series against the Cavs. But the difference is, and I've been saying it all throughout this preview series going into the Miami Heat game, or the series rather, is we were able to just out-physical and outwork the Cleveland Cavaliers because they're kind of, I don't want to call them soft, but they just don't have the personnel and the identity to match the Knicks' toughness and physicality. Well, the Miami Heat, that's what they're all about. They are, with Eric Spoelstra, Pat Riley upstairs, with Jimmy Butler as their guy, they are known to be a physical, dominant team that just outworks you. And that's the Knicks' identity as well. So that's why the Knicks cannot just expect to go out there and play physical basketball and not expect them to match the intensity, and if not, go beyond that. And that's what the Heat are so good at. So the Knicks got to figure out a way to be able to adjust. And I think the easiest adjustment, and it's not really an adjustment because the Knicks just got to simply hit their shots, is shoot the ball from beyond the arc, because the New York Knicks struggle from three. The Miami Heat know that, and they're one of the better teams in the league at zone defense. I mean, they are going to force the Knicks to shoot their threes. They're going to allow us to shoot the threes, and they got to hit the damn threes, because without the three-point shot falling, I don't think this Knicks team has a chance in this series, to be honest with you guys. Now, the big question is Julius Randle going to be healthy? That's a big-time what if, but I still don't want to make that seem like it's an excuse, because the Miami Heat are banged up as well. They have Tyler Hero out. They got Victor Oladipo out for the entirety of the series, but that still doesn't take away from the fact that I still see some Knicks fans saying that the Knicks are a better team without Randle, and that's who I'm talking to. The Knicks fans that believe this Knicks team is better without Randle, I could not disagree more. The New York Knicks need to get Julius Randle back out there to match the physicality. He is a big reason for this Knicks success, so the Knicks got to be able to do that. I'm looking at Jalen Brunson. You look at the stats, he had an okay game, but he really didn't have that a standard game of Jalen Brunson. He was 0 for 7 from 3, and where Jalen Brunson makes his money and where he became the Knicks star was being the clutch guy to close the door late in the fourth quarter. He was not able to hit any clutch shot. He was not able to fight back. We allowed the Miami Heat to just take over that fourth, or honestly, in the third quarter it really started, and that's where it all fell apart. The Knicks were able to be a very good basketball team in that first half. We were playing our brand of basketball. We were getting turnovers. We were getting out in transition. We were doing our thing. But the Miami Heat, they just made their adjustments, and they were the better team in game one. And the Knicks got to figure it out. Another thing that the Knicks have to figure out is how to avoid Kevin Love's outlet passes. Kyle Lowry's quick hands in the paint of just getting blocks and just swiping the ball and forcing jump balls. I mean, Kyle Lowry is a savvy veteran. Kevin Love is a savvy veteran. Jimmy Butler is a superstar in the playoffs. So it's not like the Miami Heat don't have a lot of veteran presence that know what it takes to win. Kevin Love, even though he's up there in age, he's going to be able to hit his shots from downtown. He's going to become Aaron Rodgers and throw touchdowns to, I mean, it was ridiculous, Kevin Love. I mean, you just got to tip your cap because that was ridiculous. I mean, he's been that guy that does outlet passes, but he didn't do it once. He didn't do it twice. He did it 3 times, right? He did 3 different times. So the Knicks got to be able to contain that, get back on defense, avoid Kevin Love's outlet passes, and they got to adjust as well to Kyle Lowry just being able to just swipe the ball out whenever we enter the paint. The Miami Heat did a phenomenal job defensively creating a wall for Jalen Brunson whenever he attacked the paint. They did not allow Jalen Brunson to get comfortable, and they stacked the paint whenever Jalen Brunson drove on them and did his isolation. So it's up to Jalen Brunson to make his adjustment. Can he really maneuver, dish the rock out to a shooter? Can the shooter hit the damn shot? That's a big question mark. RJ Barrett had a really good first half, really good game, and statistically he had a great game. But when you look at it from the fourth quarter standpoint, he collapsed. He was turning the ball over. He did not have good vision. The Knicks did not take advantage of Jimmy Butler's ankle being injured and not getting him on an island defensively. So the Knicks got to be able to match their intensity and, more importantly, play great basketball in the fourth quarter. The New York Knicks have to play better in the fourth. The Miami Heat are one of the better fourth quarter teams in the league. That's how they closed out the series against the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks in that series against the Heat, they were winning the majority of the games, and then the Heat would come back and fight and figure out a way to win in that fourth quarter, and that's how the Knicks got to be able to do that and match their intensity, because the Knicks were cruising in the first half, and at the end of the second quarter, the Miami Heat went on a run, and I think they made it a 5-point game. And then heading into the third quarter, the Miami Heat took the lead, and then we never got the lead back. And it was really, really frustrating. And then the Knicks, after being down 12, they cut it to 3 points. Now, this was a pivotal point of the game in game number 1, folks. When the Knicks cut it to 3, and they get a stop, Mitchell Robinson gets the rebound, but then he brings the ball down. Kyle Lowry knocks the ball out, and then it gives the Miami Heat another second chance look. And then I think Gabe Vincent knocked down the three-pointer to extend that 3-point lead to a 6-point lead. And ever since that point, at the 5-minute mark, that was all she wrote. The Knicks were never able to come back. That was the difference of that game, just from the perspective of the Knicks were getting some momentum. They were able to spark a comeback. They cut it to 3 points. They got the rebound. The Knicks were able to get the ball and potentially tie it with a 3 or make it a 1-point game. But instead, Mitchell Robinson coughs up the ball because of Kyle Lowry being the savvy vet that he is, and then the Heat knocked down a 3. So they got to just avoid those mistakes. I'm looking at Mitchell Robinson as well. He needs a bigger game. We are looking at Mitchell Robinson as one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. He was the anchor. He was the difference maker throughout the entire playoff series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He needs to play better. Jalen Brunson needs to wake up in the fourth quarter. RJ Barrett needs to play better in the fourth quarter. And honestly, as a team, bro, they just got to play together. They completely collapsed, and the Miami Heat just completely took over that game, and we cannot allow them to do that. I still got a lot of hopes and a lot of optimism heading into game number 2, because I think this Knicks team has proven that they are able to learn from their mistakes. After game 2 against the Cleveland Cavaliers, after that disgusting game, they went out there, they adjusted, they learned from their mistakes, and they won 3 straight games to win out the series in 5. And I'm not going to sit here and say the Knicks are about to go on a 4-game win streak and win in 5. No, this series, in my opinion, is going 6, going 7. It's going to be a slugfest, and the Knicks have to get this W on their home court tomorrow. Going down 2-0, going back to Miami, that won't be freaking good. So let's get into the live chat. I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the chat about what you think the adjustments that needs to be made from these New York Knicks to secure a W in game number 2. Ooh. Apologies there. I had to drink some water. All right. Go at Kevin Love. Get him in foul trouble. I agree. They got to be able to exploit Kevin Love's weakness on the defense. What Kevin Love brings is he stretches the floor for the Heat. He's great at rebounding. He's great at outlet passing, and he can knock down the threes. But he's not a good defender anymore. So you got to exploit that man on defense. Jimmy Butler injury update. I do not have that. If I'm guessing, he's going to be playing. Jimmy Butler's just going to tape up that ankle and play. Shoot more 2s and less 3s. It felt like the Miami Heat was baiting the Knicks to shoot, and we fell into the trap. and we lost because of that. We were not able to hit the threes. Obi Toppin shot a little too many threes for my liking. Jalen Brunson hit none of his threes. So the Knicks got to hit their shots, and there were good looks too. It's not like the Heat were contesting the Knicks. There were open shots, and the Knicks weren't able to make it. First priority is taking care of all no turnovers. You have to attack the rim also constantly. Yeah, man, you got to limit the turnovers. It was a really weird, interesting game because the way the Knicks came out and started off that game, you just felt all the momentum on our side, but then the adjustments the Heat made, we cannot counteract it. You cannot counteract it. Got to blow out the Heat to beat them. Yeah, man, you got to, come playoff time, it's a different energy, so you can't really compare the regular season to the Heat, but the Knicks got to be able to just click on all cylinders and be the team that plays better in the fourth quarter in the clutch time, because that was the difference of the game. The Miami Heat took over late, and we were not able to match that. And you saw that series against the Milwaukee Bucks. That's how they stole that series and won in 5 games. They were just a better squad. They played with more sense of urgency. Jimmy Butler took it over late with 5 minutes remaining, and the Knicks had a chance. Jimmy Butler rolled his ankle with 5 minutes left, and they weren't even able to come back. Like, that's unexcusable. Their best player is hobbled on one leg. They're not even exploiting his weakness on defense because he has one leg. And then they can't even play defense against Gabe Vincent and Kyle Lowry and all the guys on the floor. So, like, it's just really, really frustrating, bro. Attack the basket and you should be good. Yeah, man, the Knicks got to get to the rim. And, the Heat are going to clog the paint. And that's the thing, man. The Heat defense, they're going to play zone. And they're going to force the Knicks to shoot the ball. And they're going to collapse when Jalen Brunson attacks the rim. And that's where the Knicks got to adjust. They're going to make sure and build a wall and have 3 guys potentially around Jalen Brunson when he comes off the screen or he's sizing somebody up. When RJ Barrett gets the ball and does his high pick and roll, they're going to clog the paint. So they got to spread out the shooters and they got to kick it out, make the right rim reads, and they just simply got to hit the open shots. There was a lot of open opportunities for the Knicks to hit their shots, and they simply didn't. Heat have experience too. Yeah, the Heat are the more experienced team. They have a championship head coach. They have championship aspirations. I know they're the 8th seed, but they were in the championship just a few years ago back in the bubble. And we're talking about Eric Spoelstra, and that identity is real. Heat were not feeling the pressure at MSG, unlike the Cavs, but I still got hope for my Knicks. Yeah, the Heat are not rattled by that. And the Miami crowd is going to be electric back for game 3 and 4, so the Knicks got to be able to get this dub. Think we should make some plays to get Grimes some open shots and get him going. Yeah, he's the missing piece in terms of the shooting. He is the missing piece for this Knicks squad when it comes to shooting beyond the arc, and we need him to step up, bro. We absolutely need our guy Quentin Grimes to step up to the plate. Who else is it that's going to step up in terms of shooting the ball from beyond the arc? Is it Emmanuel Quickley? Right? We need shooters. Guys, if you're enjoying the show, please do me a solid and hit that thumbs up button. We got interesting things to talk about today. I'm really hopeful that the Knicks can bounce back. Please, if you're enjoying this content, guys, simply hit that like button for your boy. We are talking about the Knicks and the Heat game number 2 preview. It's tomorrow night in Madison Square Garden. Ooh, this is going to be an interesting game, man. I'm nervous thinking about it, to be honest with you guys. I'm nervous thinking about it. Now, I am very curious to see how the sports books have this game. Who's the favorite? Well, let's find out. As you guys know, the proud sponsor of Knicks Media is indeed BetUS. BetUS is the official sports sponsor of Knicks Media. Now, going on BetUS, the New York Knicks. Let's see the spreads here. How do I go to tomorrow? They don't have the... Hold on, guys. Basketball series, Knicks, Heat. So, they don't really have the game tomorrow yet, but they have a lot of interesting things to bet on BetUS. So if you guys do want to download BetUS, you can click that link down below in the description. You get $50 for free when you sign up, just simply using the code, and you don't even have to make a deposit. They don't have the betting odds yet for this, but they do have some NBA series that you can bet on. And also, they also have other stuff for tonight's games, like the Phoenix Suns are +4. They got the Sixers and Celtics. The Celtics are at -9.5, which is really freaking crazy to me. I guess that's because Joel Embiid's not playing, folks. Do you agree with that? Do you guys think that that the Celtics are going to blow out the freaking Sixers in the Eastern Conference semis? I find that hard to believe, to be honest with you guys. But hey, we'll see what happens. And the Lakers and Warriors, their game 1 kicks off on Tuesday. So yeah, they don't have the Knicks and the Heat on here just yet, but that's definitely going to be added tomorrow. So again, guys, if you want to sign up for BetUS, you can get a 125% sign-up bonus up to $2,500 by clicking the link down below in the description, or you get $50 when you sign up without having to make a deposit. We appreciate BetUS for sponsoring today's video. Now, getting back into the Knicks preview and what to expect. Are you going to the game? No, I am not. The Knicks should have attacked Butler at the rack because of his little ankle injury he had, but the Knicks refused to and shot threes. Doesn't make sense, bro. I couldn't agree more. I'm not worried about this garbage Cinderella Heat team. Old dudes got whipped by Atlanta in play-in tournament. Didn't do anything right and lost by 8. Heat suck, Knicks in 6. Oh, I hope so, man. That's a lot of talk. I agree, but I just hope the Knicks can back it up. Jimmy already walking New York streets without a limp. Yeah, man. Jimmy's going to play tomorrow, no doubt about it. I mean, I would be shocked. We need Randall. We need Julius to be playing. We need Julius Randle back. And that's not an excuse saying that we can't win without him, but we're at our best when our freaking all-star is playing. I mean, Obi Toppin played good, but he's not Julius Randle. He's not the physical bully that we need, especially in a series against the Miami Heat that's all about physicality and toughness and being able to just outwork your opponents and playing defense and going down low and playing bully ball. Like, that's Julius, right? That's Julius. Brunson is questionable. What do you mean Brunson is questionable? Is that true? Oh, my God. Sore ankle for Jalen Brunson. Wow. So Jalen Brunson is questionable. I'd be shocked if he does not play. And Julius Randle is questionable as well. So I don't know where that sore right ankle came from. What the Wow. So Jalen Brunson is questionable with a sore right ankle. That's unfortunate because we need that man 100% healthy. But he's going to play. I got no worries about that. It's not like it's a sprain or anything. But I think that, oh my God, that really stings. And Nick's Twitter is freaking going crazy. Okay, so we need the whole team to freaking step up. If Jalen Brunson's nicked up, Julius Randle's nicked up even if he plays, RJ Barrett's got to go Super Saiyan. Mitchell Robinson has to protect the paint like a madman. Quentin Grimes needs to start hitting his shots. I mean, this is it. This is the freaking playoffs, folks. This is not no, oh, you're injured, like, excuses. The Knicks got to step up. Brunson's going to play. I have no worries about that. I mean, I don't know how bad an injury is, his ankle is. It's a sore ankle. He's got to freaking play, and I got a lot of optimism that he will, but that's definitely not good news that he is dealing with a sore right ankle. If Jimmy plays, everyone else should play. Facts. I mean, Jimmy Butler's questionable probably. If he's tweaked his ankle, I mean, where the hell did Brunson never tweaked his ankle? Where did this come from? Practice? Right? Where did this come from? Practice? Like, give me a freaking break. So these Knicks got to be able to just take advantage of home court, even though it didn't feel like an advantage. Game 2 is a must win. You don't win the series without winning Game 2. That's simple. The Heat already won home court back, and if we don't win tomorrow, being down 2-0, going back to Miami, the odds are against us. The Knicks are 0-7 in their career losing game 1 at home in any playoff series. Now, that does not mean it's guaranteed we're going to lose this series, but the Knicks got to be able to be on their A game. They have to be able to take advantage and go out there and play their brand of basketball. With Jalen Brunson being questionable and Julius Randle potentially not playing, the Knicks got to hit their shots and play defense. So, folks, that's going to wrap up my Game 2 preview. We're going to be live again tomorrow for leading up to the game. I appreciate all the support, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you're not already. Let's go, Knicks. Keep up the vibes. Don't hang your heads too low. The series is not over yet. I promise you that. Let's go freaking Knicks. Go New York, go New York, go. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, guys.